Thank you for joining me for this morning's yoga practice. My name is Sade, and I just want to thank you for allowing me to guide you this morning. As always, I like to mention what we're going to use for the class. You can grab onto 2 yoga blocks or a stack of books or something that can help give you height within the poses. So today, we're gonna work on a nice little flow here. So if you could just join me in a comfortable seated position as we begin our practice. Crossing your legs, you can place your palms either face down to help ground you or palms facing up to help center you. And then slowly closing your eyes. Take this moment to check in with the body. Take this moment to do a nice little quick body scan. Tune in to the areas of your body where you may feel some discomfort or ease or both. Starting from the toes, work your awareness up through the legs, through those hips, lower back, belly, chest, down the shoulders, down the arms, coming up to the neck, the features of your face, until you reach the top of the crown. Now take this moment to set an intention for this morning's practice. Something you can reference as we flow from one pose to the next. Moving in grace, moving with strength, allowing patience to guide you wherever you are in your practice. Now bringing your awareness to the breath. We're going to take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Take this moment to release all the air from the lungs. And take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Really feel that belly. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale. One last time, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Come back to normal breath. Take one more breath here. And then slowly begin to open your eyes. As we start to warm up the body, we're going to start with the neck. So bring your chin down toward your chest. Elongate the back of the neck. Take a breath here. Inhale. Start to bend your head back towards the back of the room. Elongating the front of the neck. Take a breath here. Now slowly inhale, come back to center, and then slowly bring the chin down towards the chest. And we're going to start to rotate the chin towards the right shoulder, keeping that chin down. Nice deep breath in. And then slowly exhale, dropping the head down, rotating that chin towards the left shoulder. Bringing that chin down to that left shoulder and then sweeping across the chest, coming back to center. We're gonna go in the opposite direction. So take a nice deep breath in, start to bring that chin towards the left shoulder. Exhale, drop the head down, rotating the chin over to the right shoulder. A nice big circle here. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly come back to center. Exhale. You're gonna bring your head back up to that neutral position. We're gonna inhale, bringing those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, rotate the shoulders back. 2 more times, nice deep breath here. And exhale. One last time, nice deep breath here. And exhale, rotate back. If you're sitting on a prop, such as myself, you can move that out the way. We're just gonna take a little bit longer to warm up the legs. So if you're sitting in that cross-legged position, you're gonna start with the left leg. You can keep that right knee bent in front of you, or you can extend that right leg to help stabilize you. We're gonna bend the left knee, sort of like we're shooting a bow and arrow, placing your right hand on the outside of the right thigh, and we're gonna start to push that left leg back, help loosen up the hips here. So it's gonna look kind of funny, feel kind of weird, but we're just saying hello to those hips. One more breath here at your own pace and come to a stop. We're gonna switch legs. So you can bring that left leg forward or keep that left leg bent wherever you feel comfortable. Placing your hand at the sole of the right foot, keeping that knee nice and bent here. Make sure your back is up nice and tall as well. Engage your core. And we're gonna slowly push the sole of the feet back towards the shoulder. And not too aggressively. Make sure you breathe here. Just a gentle stretch here, warm up for the hips. One more breath. And release. We're gonna come onto all fours. And I'm just gonna move my blocks to the front edge of my mat, just to get out the way. We're gonna tuck the toes here. Do a couple of cat-cows here just to warm up the spine. So inhale, dropping that belly, bring your gaze up toward the sky. Exhale deeply. Tuck the chin, curl the spine, rounding the shoulders. Nice deep breath in, reversing that gaze towards the sky, dropping that belly. Exhale. Curl the spine here, tuck the chin, round the shoulders. One more time, nice deep breath in. Really try to drop that belly as much as you can, and then exhale. Hold that belly up towards the sky, rounding the shoulders. Come back to a neutral position. We're gonna sit our hips back, keep those toes flex, sit those hips back, elongate the arms, extend the chest forward. Sort of like we're in child's pose, but not quite. Take a nice deep breath in, come up onto those palms, push those knees off the mat, and we're gonna come into our first downward dog. Elongate the chest, pressing towards the mat. Keep your knees bent here. You can stay up on your toes, and we're gonna march 1 foot at a time. Take a nice deep breath here. And then slowly begin to walk to the top edge of your mat. Forward fold here. And if you get a little lightheaded or dizzy, you can keep your gaze pointed closer up towards the sky as much as you can to keep the head elevated above the heart. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, hands on shins, flat back, and exhale, release. Try to bring your head down as much as you can. If you need to, you can have a nice bend in the knees. And we're gonna inhale, sweeping both arms up towards the sky. Allow your head to come up last. Hands to heart center. All right, so we're gonna get into that flow. And make sure not to get out of the camera frame. We're gonna get right into that flow. So keep your feet hip distance apart. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, bring both arms up toward the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Placing your fingertips on the ground or your hands on your shins. With exhale, fold forward. Placing both hands on your mat, stepping back 1 foot at a time, coming into that high plank. Engage the core here. And with exhale, bending at the elbows, planting down onto our mat. Inhale, rotate the shoulders back, lift up into cobra. Exhale, come on down, tuck the toes. You can come up on your knees first. We're still getting warmed up here. And then bring those knees off the mat into that downward dog. Make any adjustment that you may need. This is your practice. This is your body. Listen to it. Start to pedal 1 foot at a time. And then slowly walk to the top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Again, you can bend the knees. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Hands to heart center. Releasing both hands. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Come onto both palms, stepping back with both feet. Come into that plank. Exhale, bend the elbows. Come on down. Flatten the feet. Inhale, rotate the shoulders back, and then come up into that cobra. Exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes. Push the hips back. Come into that downward dog. Start to pedal 1 foot at a time. And then slowly walk to the top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Both hands above the head. Exhale, hands at heart center. This time we're gonna go into a chair pose. Exhale, releasing both arms. And slowly fall forward into that forward fold. Try to keep the legs straight if you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And then slowly bend the knees, sweeping the hands up and forward. Bringing the arms towards the ears. Sitting back into that invisible chair. Make sure to tuck the tailbone. So we don't want to push it out. We want to tuck it in and engage that core. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to step back with the left foot. Dropping that left knee onto your mat. Flatten that foot. We're going to inhale, sweeping both arms up towards the sky. For a nice little back bend here. Start to bend the elbows as if you're a cactus plant. Take a nice deep breath here. Really open up that heart. Open up the chest. Inhale, bring both arms up. And exhale, bring your both hands down. Tuck those right toes. We're going to inhale and step back with the right foot, coming into our plank. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift up into upward dog or upward dog or cobra, wherever you feel comfortable. Exhale, push those hips back. Tuck those flip those feet. We're going to inhale, bringing that left leg in towards the chest and stepping forward. Drop that right knee down, flatten the foot, We're going to inhale, sweeping both arms up towards the sky. Have a nice little back bend here. Make sure to gaze your core. Stabilize yourself with that front leg. We're going to exhale, spreading those arms, bending the elbows. Nice chest opener here. Inhale, bring the hands up towards the center, and exhale, bring both palms down. Lift that right knee up. And we're going to take a nice deep breath here. Inhale, sort of bend that right knee behind you, and then step forward, meeting the left foot. You can bring your feet together if you like, or you can keep them hip distance apart. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping those hands across the mat, bending the knees, come back into that chair pose. Take a breath here. Nice and strong. With each exhale, try to sink down a little bit more. Exhale, release. Come back into that forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly begin to rise, allowing the head to come up last. Exhale, palms are hands at heart center. Exhale, releasing both hands. We're going to swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. We're going to inhale, sweeping those hands, coming back into chair pose. Again, you can keep the feet together or feet hip distance apart. This time, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to bring that left elbow to the outer edge of the right leg. Now you want to sit your left hip back because you might feel the need to have that left hip go forward. But we want to keep those knees together and turn our gaze towards the right side. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, slowly release. Stretch those legs, straighten those legs, come back into forward fold. And this time we're going to step back with the right knee first. Staying in that high lunge. We're going to inhale, sweeping both hands up towards the sky. Exhale, pivot that right foot. Open up those arms, come into warrior two. Soft bend in the front left knee. We're going to inhale, flipping that front palm, and slowly sink back with the right hand into revolve warrior. Nice little side bend here. Inhale, cartwheel, both hands towards the mat. Come back onto those right toes and step back with the left foot. When exhale, bending at the elbows. Again, you can go to cobra or upward dog, wherever you feel comfortable in your practice. Inhale, push the hips back towards the sky. Paddle each foot one at a time. And we're going to inhale, raising that right leg behind us. Inhale, bring that knee in towards the chest and stepping forward. We're going to inhale, lifting both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, pivot onto that left foot, coming into warrior two. Again, soft bend here in that front right knee. Inhale, flipping that right palm facing the sky. We're going to exhale, sink over to our left. To a nice side body stretch here. Keep your gaze towards the sky, or if you feel comfortable, towards the earth. Inhale, cartwheel both arms towards your mat. Come back on those left toes. And we're going to inhale again, bending that left knee, Coming forward to meet the right foot. To bring the feet together or hip distance apart. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, come back into that chair pose. Take a nice deep breath here. On the exhale, bring your palms together. So take one more breath in. And on the exhale, bringing that right elbow towards the left knee, outside left knee. Again, you might want to feel the need to push that right knee forward, but you want to push that right hip back. Take one more breath here. And on the exhale, release, forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly inhale, begin to rise. Hands to heart center. We're going to exhale, releasing both hands. Sink down to that swan dive, forward. Stepping back with both feet. Exhale, come on down. This time, bring your body all the way down. As we go into our last cobra, rotate the shoulders back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, release. You want to tuck the toes, come on to all fours, sit the hips back. This time we're going to bring our two big toes together and extend forward with the arms, allowing your head to rest on your mat. Into our child's pose. Take one more breath here. Slowly inhale, come up onto your, onto your shins. We're gonna cross at the ankles and sit back on our sit bones. Extend with both legs forward. And I'm actually gonna turn facing you. We're gonna open up into a wide-legged forward fold. Make sure your toes are flexed, facing towards you. Make sure your knees are pointed towards the sky. You can reach for a block or two, depending on where you are in your practice. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, making sure the back is up nice and tall. We're gonna exhale, fold forward. You start to walk your hands along those legs. And if you have blocks, you can rest onto those blocks in front of you or a stack of books. And this is where you are. So wherever you are, you can make that adjustment. So two blocks, one block, or if you feel more comfortable, come onto your forearms. Or even if you're here, that's perfectly fine. Wherever you are in your practice. Taking two more breaths here. Slowly inhale, releasing any props, releasing your palms, placing your hands behind you. Just bring your legs together. We're going to inhale, bringing that right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, release it. Inhale, bringing that left knee in towards the chest. And release it. I'm just going to turn around on my mat. We're going to come onto our back. I'm going to inhale both legs into the chest. Nice big bear hug here. And then slowly bring both soles of the feet down to the mat. Try to See if you can reach your heels of your feet with your fingertips. If not, that's okay. Make sure that feet are about hip distance apart as we come into our bridge. So you want to make sure your back is nice and flat against the mat. Pressing your weight into your hands, into your feet. We're going to slowly inhale, lifting up with the hips first and allowing each vertebrae to come up one at a time. Take a nice deep breath here. Engage the core. And then slowly exhale, one vertebrae comes down at a time. I'm going to do that one more time. So nice deep breath in, scoop up with the hips, pressing your weight down into the mat. You can keep your palms facing down, or you can clasp your hands underneath the hips, bringing your shoulders in. Slowly release the hands, come down one vertebrae at a time. Allow your back to rest easy on your mat and then start to windshield wipe each leg one side to the other. You're going to extend your arms outward. Come back to center, releasing that left leg first, nice and straight. You want to inhale, reaching with the left hand, reach for that right leg, and then bring that right leg across the body for a nice spinal twist here. Turn your gaze towards the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Release that right leg. Inhale, bringing that left leg in. And then using that right hand, we're going to bring that left leg across the body into a spinal twist. Opposite side. Turn your gaze towards the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Inhale, both legs in towards the chest. One last hug, one last squeeze, and release. Allow your feet to fall, your palms facing the sky, relaxing your shoulders. As we take this moment to release, sinking into the earth in Shavasana. As always, I'd like to suggest, if you would like to continue Shavasana, please feel free to do so. If you are watching this later on your own time, you can choose to pause here. For those of you ready to move forward, start by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Inhaling, extending both arms above the head for a nice full body stretch. Inhale, both knees in towards the chest. Hugging with the left hand, slowly drift over towards your right, placing your left hand on the mat. And then pressing into the earth, come up into a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, bringing your palms together, making sure to sit up nice and tall. As we close out our practice, Take one final moment to come back to that intention you set at the beginning of class. Remembering that you can move forward throughout your day with that same intention, through work, through your family, through your friends. Just carry this intention with you. Now we're going to close out with one collective breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Start by releasing all the air from the lungs. Take a nice deep breath in. And don't be afraid, release. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining my morning yoga practice. Thank you for allowing me to guide you. I hope you have a wonderful and amazing weekend. Namaste.